Hello, I'm Naveen Kawar and welcome to the third webisode of RACBank Presents Ask the Gurus, a video series in which we take your questions asked on our social media platform and get them answered by our panel of experts. In this segment, I'm delighted to welcome Mr. Dhiraj, Managing Director, Business Banking at RACBank, who will help us with queries related to setting up a small business, VAT, business loans, and more. Dhiraj joined RACBank in March 2016 as Managing Director of Business Banking and looks after the entire SME strategy, sales, and portfolio management. Dhiraj has over 16 years of banking experience in a wide range of roles across India and the UAE. Welcome to the show, Dhiraj.
Thanks, Naveen.
Our first question is about setting up a new business in the UAE. What are the steps required for the same, and how easy or difficult is the process?
I'm sure this is one question which bothers every business owner. But the good news is that setting up business in UAE is not very difficult. When it comes to ease of doing business, UAE ranks amongst one of the top countries in the world. But before setting up a company, you need to have a business plan and some initial capital. Then the search starts whether you should have a limited partnership company or a limited liability company, or you need to have a free zone company where the country provides 100% ownership. Once you have decided to go either ways, then it comes to set up a bank account, where bank like us supports SMEs to open a bank account for startups. I will say this process is not very difficult, and the country is very conducive to new business owners.
Okay, thank you. Our second question is about the market situation. Is it a good time to start a new business in the UAE? What are the top industries, type of business that you see blossoming in the UAE?
I wish I had an answer, but I'll take my guess. Last couple of years has been very challenging to local economy, particularly to SMEs. But what is happening of late, because of the rebound of oil prices, new projects getting announced, and tourism getting back to the country, the things are slowly getting back to normal. And what we can see, that worst is behind us, and we hope that the years to come, this economy will start rebounding very well. In terms of the industries, as you said, the second part of the question, that which industries are expected to do well, I think the traditional sectors like services, tourism, and any industry which deals with basic consumer needs and goods expected to do well.
Okay. Our third question is about what are the key success factors for any business to succeed in the UAE?
Again a tricky one, but I'm sure it's a burning question to all our new business owners. See, any business, like any other profession, needs a complete dedication and planning. Particularly when you are starting up a new business, it has certain risks which we are aware of. But when you have a sound and a niche business plan, you have a dedicated team to follow on that, and you have a discipline to control your cost and provide a value proposition to your customers, I'm sure you will succeed.
Our fourth question is about the implementation of VAT in the UAE. Can you shed some light on the same? And how do you think it will affect small businesses and common people?
Yeah, a very good question. And I'm sure this is one topic which is concerning all our small business owners in town. Well, VAT as a concept is not a new concept. It has been practiced globally. Like we all know, in 2015, GCC adopted this new regulation across the region. UAE was one of the early adopters to go for VAT implementation next year. Now, as a business owner, the first stage to be VAT compliant is to get yourself registered with authorities. Then you need to see that your books of account and your systems should be complied with VAT systems. With regards to your questions on impact is concerned, again, a very relevant one. Now, while final list of exempted items with regards to free zone, food items has not come, but it is expected that essential items like medical and schooling will be exempted. However, in food items and free zones, we still expect some more clarity to come. But in long run, if you see worldwide, VAT has always had a positive impact in business sentiments. For small owners, while it will be a small challenge, in short term, but in long term, all of us will benefit. Yes. But for people like you and me, the cost of living will go up slightly, but I'm sure in long term, everything pans out.
Our fifth question is about business loans and trade finance. What factors should a small business consider while approaching a bank for finance to become more bankable? And how can RAK Bank help in this regard?
Again, a very important question. Financing is one aspect that small businesses struggle worldwide. And what a bank or a financial partner look is a transparent and a well-disclosed books of accounts. So that's the first stage. When you approach a bank for any financing solutions, whether it is a loan, whether it is trade finance, you need to have a first well-presented document. What bank is looking for is a transparent disclosure of a state of affairs. Secondly, what banks are looking at, that how good your business plan is and how aware you are in terms of the business risk which concerns your business. So finally, I will advise our business owners that have a strong plan, present a document professionally, and I'm sure bank will be able to help you. With regards to various product and services are concerned, banks have various product and services which is suitable to the need of customers, like we do. You have trade finance, you may have capex loans, you may have machinery finance. Now what depends is customer need. If customer is requiring a low cost financing, collateral might come handy. Right? If customer needs a cash loan, it might be expensive, but it is flexible form of financing.
Our last question is about risk management in the business. What are the key risks in businesses and how business owners can mitigate some of the risks?
I wish I had a straight answer, but it's a complex one. But whatever little we have learned in our experience of being an SME banker, that firstly, financing is not the only risk in the business. It is one of the critical risks, but for sure this is not the only risk. But a lot of times the businesses tends to overestimate the risk of financing, while ignoring the other risk like fraud risk, like concentration risk, and like risk of not having a professional management. What we have seen that a lot of businesses fail not only about financing, it also fails about fraud, it also fails because of over-reliance on one particular customer or supplier, or because in businesses as small as we are talking about, you only have one guy calling all the shots. Now you need to have your second line of management to help you through your day-to-day operations. So these are the kind of risks, while you can't eradicate them, but you can mitigate them. And I'm sure the smart ones are doing it.
Thank you. And is there anything else that you would like to leave behind, like any message out there for any of the entrepreneurs watching today?
Sure. Personally, I always have huge respect for somebody who's starting any business on their own. Right? This is a business where you contribute to economy. Right? Like we call in RAK Bank that partner today and tomorrow. We are with you and we always hope for the best. And I'm sure the small businesses will turn around the country as a land of startups, as a land of growing businesses. Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely. Thank you for these insights, Dhiraj. I'm sure a lot of these business owners out there are taking notes on these points. Thank you again for joining us on Ask the Gurus.
Thank you, Naveen.
Thank you. We hope this brief video has answered some of your questions, but stay tuned, as next week we're going to be featuring our next guru, Mr. Mufaddal Idris Kumri, Director, Personal Banking Products and Cards Business at RAK Bank. Don't forget to like and share this video and keep those questions pouring in. Bye-bye.